Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading for August 20th through September 2nd. There is a ton of Aries energy going on, and I was like looking at my little list of all the moon cycles for this year, and I was like, oh, Aries new moon or full moon on the 29th, I believe. On my little sheet ran away. I believe it's on the 29th. There's a full moon in Aries, so I was like, that makes sense. So yeah, if you have Aries placements near a Taurus watching this, there's just a lot of Aries energy going on right now. So we're gonna dive right in, see what's up with Aries this week. I'm leading with the manga deck. And we'll see what wants to come through. Strength is the major for Leo. We did have a new moon Leo on the 16th. So we're still definitely working with that energy. That's a lot of fire to have like that new moon and that new moon and full moon back to back and fire like that. And both Leo and Aries kind of play on the axis of like self and others in a sense. So it's a lot of bold energy. All fire signs are, but those two tend to be a little bit more individualistic. But let's see what's going on with Taurus. These two keep showing. We'll see what actually wants to come through. Do one more shuffle. Messages for Taurus for this window of time. If you're watching in the future, that's okay. Oh, nice. Okay. We have a Queen of Cups. Okay. Interesting. Look at these. So first at the gate, Queen of Cups, court card for water signs, man or woman. That's just a very intuitive feeling, Queen. I am getting an emotional maturity off of this one in particular, and a confidence, like a kind of a quiet confidence off this one, especially the way she's holding her cup there. Like she's very confident in herself. Oh, there's this little fly in our house that's we've been trying to get it for days, so my apologies. It's quick, man. But yeah, I'm getting a quiet confidence off this queen. She's being like approached in this. That's what I'm getting off this one. Oh, there's 3 here. Okay. Yeah. The energy I'm getting off this queen, it could be you, it could be someone else. It doesn't have to be a woman. There's just kind of a demure, soft confidence about this person. I'm seeing this is the 9 of Wands, which is typically like a final push energy. Oh, sorry. A final push energy. But see how she's very balanced on that. Like she's wielding that force. And then in the background there's this 7 of Cups, which is like a dreamy, can be like a whimsical energy or like a manifestational kind of like a dreamy energy. This person just feels like they're kind of maybe playing with life a little bit, or they're a little bit separate, or maybe a unique kind of, what's the word, like, you know, like in like 90s and 2000s like rom-com movies where there's like the kind of nerdy outcast chick who's like actually really cool and has like, it turns out she's an amazing artist, or she's got stuff going on like that, you know, and like it's not that she's unapproachable, she's just off doing her own thing. Like that's what this person kind of feels like to me. Approachable, but quite often spends their time kind of alone, or like doing their hobbies, or like just doing their own thing here. And then we have the Lovers. Personal relationships, balance. I just heard fairness, which isn't really so much the level, well, I guess so, balance between the masculine and the feminine of the self, and decisions. I almost want to clarify this on its own, but in this reading, I'm kind of getting a vibe that two people are feeling each other out. Like, you may have a connection to this person, or you may be connecting to someone, maybe on like a soul level, because there's like this play between, in this reading, me and them and we. You know, this queen is just kind of demure, quiet confidence, doing their own thing here. Approachable, but not really being approached, or possibly being approached. But it's like her and her cup, and she's like, hi. And then this is her in that stance, like, just over here with my hobbies and my stuff, right? And then the Lovers is personal relationships, right? Particularly soul contracts, like, yes, love relationships, but people around you, close to you. It's just us and we. This is interesting. We have a king now showing. King of Pentacles, Taurus. That could be you. Not necessarily a man. It's just whoever would be the one approaching this queen, right? Like, I'm getting a vibe of her being approachable, or being approached, and she's just like, hi, like, over there, right? And then there's this king with a pentacle. It would just be whoever's approaching this queen, if this is you, probably you, because that is your court card. But this is being stuck mentally, or kind of stagnant about it, in your head about it. If this is someone you want to approach, again, they are approachable. Just because they're doing their own thing, they may seem unapproachable with this energy, but it's or if they may seem disinterested, they're not. It's just they're doing their own thing. And like, I get the feeling that nobody, like that outcast vibe, nobody really approaches this person necessarily. They have a lot to give, though. Wow, look at all that fire. Ace of Wands, exciting, new, adventurous starter idea. And this is reciprocation. Like, this person definitely feels approachable, whether they seem that way or not, and ready to start something, or they have a lot to give. The Sun in the World. Wow. There's that Five of Cups that we were seeing in this shuffle. Now, with these two, and again, I'm kind of getting the vibe, this might be you. If it's not, forgive me, but it could be someone around you, and you could be this queen. I'm kind of getting the feeling that this king wants to approach this queen for something or other. There's some level of reciprocation and starting something up here. This is that bound, stuck energy. Remember, in the shuffle we saw this and the Nine of Swords. My guess is, in this energetic cycle, this being bound, or it's like being stuck mentally, is going to progress to a Nine of Swords state, and then something has to shift or close out for this king to start up this cycle with this queen, because we have the World and the Sun showing. This was the split. This is the actual underlying energy of the reading. The Sun and the World. And like, okay, death can be transformations, but death is just about the only other card here that is like final endings. But again, it can be just transitions, like transformations. This is happy outcomes. This is the World, the end, finito, capiche, like of this Five of Cups energy, which is that sorrow, loss, and then there's this Two of Cups in the background. So this suggests a period of loneliness or heartbreak. I just heard betrayal, grief of some kind. This cycle is coming to a close. With this, there might be a level of analysis paralysis, we call it. Again, it's like a mental prison or like a stagnancy of your own making mentally. And then underneath this sorrow, we had, this is so funny. So we have this like consideration. This is like a consideration of investment. Underneath that, we have a really social celebratory energy. And then a very contemplative King of Swords here. Think about something, figuring something out, especially with this energy, or reluctant to, like with this, it's like coming to a realization about like your social circle. I'm getting that vibe, like I'm getting like high school cliques and like, you know, like something deterring this, you know, this queen is more approachable than they think. But with the King of Swords here and the Hangman, that is a change in perspective. There's a devil under that. And this is social energy and celebration, but there's sadness tied up with that. It seems like this masculine energy, man or woman, is just whoever's acting on this realization has had a realization about some aspect of their social dynamics, where they're investing their time and energy. There's sadness attached to that, but it's coming to an end here with the World and the Sun. Like, there's no denying that. Like, that is finito for sure. So let's look at this Queen of Cups. And again, that us and them, you and this person, you know, kind of energy about it, but it feels like clicks. Nine of Wands again. Well, I know that this is this Queen's energy, so I'm just going to move it down here. Show me the Queen of Cups. Quiet confidence. Show me this Queen's energy for Taurus, please. What's in this Queen's energy, please? So Taurus, the Hierophant. It's your major to confirm. Could be you. This could be someone around you wanting to approach you. The Tower. I knew that was going to come out. I should have called it. This is going to rock this Queen's world. Again, they're used to nobody paying attention to them, or having to show off for people, or again, I'm getting that like that high school outcast chick vibe where it's like, oh my gosh, like, whoa, my world's turned upside down, the quarterback is talking to me, like, what's going on, right? It's like shaking their world when this king pops up on the scene. They don't see it coming. Because again, they're just like off doing their own thing, right? Anything else about this Tower? Okay. Two of Pentacles. This person might also have a lot going on. For some of you, this is a mother. But with all these, you might throw off their balance too, or they might have to integrate. I'm just saying it like them because I'm taking the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles as you guys. There's a Two of Pentacles here. I see this as two things. When this king pops up on the scene, it's like they're having to find balance with this, or like fit this into their flow somehow because they have so much going on. Or to me, this is like them just like juggling behind the scenes, like their many activities or interests or their personal life. You know, I see it as integrating the Tower. I also see it as their just inherent vibe, like what they have going on typically, like with all that stuff there. Four of Wands. There's the King to the Queen of Cups now. The Six of Wands and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a communicator. She's like welcoming this this knight on their steed there. I see this as like this queen's getting attention. Could also be for like their talents as well. That could be why this is like coming onto the scene and this person is like catching this king's attention. But with the 10 of Swords or the 8 of Swords, that's either their hang-ups about their realizations about the connections around them, or their hang-ups about approaching this queen. That is two things, like this queen's getting attention, but also the way she's like beckoning. This king is like getting her attention, like, look at me, right? Maybe more of a confident, victorious energy with that. But there's communication there. Again, very quietly confident queen there. It's hard to see on the holographic deck. But she looks like, come hither. That's what she looks like. Very on top of her emotions as well. With that robe that she's sitting on, I'm seeing it as waves, like with the water, the Queen of Cups. They're very above their emotions, very mature. And yes, approachable. Approachable. I just see that sword in her hand as communication there. So let's look at the Lovers now. You could have Gemini in your chart or be a cusper. Show me the energy of Lovers. I was gonna say there's like this quiet soulmate vibe going on. I just got a vibe like you might need this person's help for something. Yeah, so with the Lovers, they are blindfolded in this card. This King of Cups, so a match to this Queen in emotion, or emotional maturity. Again, if this King is struggling, which could be you guys, with like social environments around them not being a match to them, there's like a difference of emotional maturity between this king and their social peers, right? Or the people around them. This, again, we have this consideration energy on the bottom with this king. Oh, and I forgot, coming out as a king of swords, right? This consideration. There's also an energy of celebration, right? With the Six of Swords, that is a very celebratory energy. They're celebrating winning the battle. I did see a Five of Wands there, which is like overcoming some level of conflict as well. But investment is heavy on this king's mind, where they're allocating their, I'm getting emotional resources or intellectual resources, because something about what they have been working towards is bringing them sadness or loss. And that Two of Cups there is in the background, but they are blind to it at the moment too. The Lovers are blind. They don't see those cups. There's a Magician in the World. Wow. The World again. There's something that this king, whether it's you or someone around you, was investing in emotionally that had a devilish quality to it. We have the shadow side, the devil again. Yeah, that could be fear with that Eight of Swords, but with the Three of Cups and the devil, and there's this emotional investing here with the Knight of Cups. That's attachment, serious stagnancy, right? Unless they've just completely been like, I got this message in a reading before for someone. I don't know if it was Taurus, but somebody was like, had a loyalty to sadness. It's kind of that vibe for some of you. For some of you, there's that king I just cut to immediately again. Cut to immediately again, where maybe for some, maybe it is their romantic conquests or interests. There's something devilish about it. But we have the World and the Magician again. So I'd be very surprised if actually this king wasn't you guys and you didn't have Gemini in your chart or be a cusper. This is also Virgo. It's Mercurial energy. We're just entering Virgo season, like literally right as this is being released. Like on the Monday. And then the World, an ending, a final ending of this devil energy, which is good. Whether they've been with that Knight of Cups, investing emotionally into improper situations and people, or this represents stagnancy, they're moving. They're moving again here with that energy. And again, quiet confidence, very mature queen. This is talking about emotional investment, gaining control over that. This queen has control over that with those waters and the way that the Swords Queen is sitting on that robe of water there. The king is mastering that, learning that, or distancing him or herself from unwise emotional attachment or investment. So let's look at this Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles quickly to end the reading, please. Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, please, for Taurus. That's the start of something really nice, reciprocal. I want to say this queen might be quite sexy as well. If this is a relationship, this could look like very emotionally balanced, caring, giving, reciprocating, but also high level of attraction, a sexual match to each other. Show me the Ace of Wands and Six of Pentacles for Taurus, please. Coming out as swords. I keep getting that Eight of Swords. Coming out as swords together, you guys would probably have amazing conversations too. Get on really well. The Two of Wands, Temperance. It's a lot of balance here. Very held back position. Stability. So again, now I'm kind of getting that vibe about you guys might be connecting on a different level. right? While this is all wrapping up for this king here. Like, this process definitely has to sort itself out. There's some level of divine timing, wrapping up cycles before this kind of starts in. Something else has to come into balance. It's probably on behalf of this king. Your Temperance. That is also a card of timing. Spirit and timing here. The Two of Wands dropping down to the One. So the Two of Wands, and that's the Lovers. This is a choice, right? Again, we're talking about emotional investments on behalf of this king. And the king is the one making the decision. I'm guessing it's you guys. But this queen is kind of hanging out in the midst here. Whether you know this person or not. This is some form of balancing out, especially with that leveling up emotionally. That decision being made about an emotional investment on behalf of this king here. Temperance. With Temperance, though, and the Lovers, there is some level of divine orchestration kind of going on here. This king is taking a step back to figure some stuff out. We have a held back position here. Kind of holding back on giving to situations here, investments. This is a resting, healing energy. This feels quite physical. So if they do know this queen, then they're kind of holding back and observing her or him. If they don't know this queen, they're just on a freeze. They're in a phase of personal development. They're working on this Two of Wands energy dropping down to the One. Temperance is backing this. It's kind of falling into place if you don't know each other. Again, for some of you, you can feel each other energetically, but you're not there in physical yet. And there's a level of manifestation happening here. The Six of Pentacles again. Yeah, I think something just feels a little off for this king. They might not be kind of aware of it yet. We have a boy looking at these cups, right? He's kind of trying to figure out what's wrong here. Like, he looks forlorn. And then there's this, like, majestic, lovely mermaid in the background. I'm just seeing that as the Queen of Cups doing her own thing. And then there's this, like, card of, like, looking towards the future. With that magician energy that we saw, that's kind of manifesting. Karma, reciprocation, yeah. Strength, and the Eight of Cups, which is a walking away energy from these dissatisfying emotional investments. And then I see the Fool underneath that. Karma. And these two will come together. There's a lot to share. Feels emotional, feels sexual, feels intellectual. There's a lot to share between these two. With the Tower, Karma, the Lovers, Temperance, like there's a fair bit of divine orchestration kind of happening between these two, you and this person. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. There's not much more to add, Taurus, but I will be back in 2 weeks. I wish you guys all the best. We are entering Virgo season, so things will kind of even out a little bit more for us, like the earth signs, for you guys, because it's been a lot of fire. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, Aries, or Taurus. Sorry, so much Aries energy. But until we meet again, take care.